Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on second down. Ryan toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ryan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, you wanted to get one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Lazard's got it again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again is Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 15 carries, 58 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding,
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Lawrence steps away. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Ryan. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now Ryan on 1st down. Pierce has it knocked loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Twisting away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll get that underneath ETN. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good third down pickup of 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Again, it's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have come to halftime of what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And now we'll look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Etienne once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Left side, he finds Pierce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. On the move past the 40, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence going to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And to throw again is Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. On third down, here's Taylor. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 22. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 44, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. Touchdown. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, another run with Taylor. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the handoff, Taylor. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a give to Taylor. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 13. 1:40 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
He was brought down on the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away.